Hello everyone, you're welcome to Escape Studios University. Today we'll be talking about WordPress. Introduction. WordPress started in 2003 and is now the largest self-hosted blogging tool and is used on literally millions of sites worldwide. You're in good company if you use WordPress to publish on the web. Many famous blogs, news outlets, music sites, Fortune 500 companies, and celebrities use WordPress. For example, famous blogs like Mashable and TechCrunch are both on WordPress. News outlets like the New York Times blogs, CNN on-air personality blogs all use WordPress too. That should tell you something about how powerful and safe it is to use. But let that not scare you. Just as the New York Times uses WordPress, so do many first-time onliners who have never touched any kind of web design systems at all. So it's simple enough even for the most weary user. Since WordPress is an open source, it's free. That's always a bonus. And again, it's open source. It also has a thriving community of developers constantly improving the software and creating plugins to expand the software. WordPress lets you create pages, standalone content, and post time-different content to build on the content of your site. And you can also easily manage your sites. Look, a brief history. WordPress is online, open source web creation tool written in PHP. But in non-Greek speak, it's probably the easiest and most powerful blogging and website content management system, or CMS, in existence today. WordPress is highly customizable and has literally thousands of plugins, pieces of software that you can use your site for just about anything. If you're ever curious about who uses WordPress, head over to the WordPress site showcase and you'll be impressed by the number of well-known sites and famous people using WordPress to power their websites. The benefits of using WordPress. Here are just the top 5 benefits of WordPress. 1. The software is free. How many times have you been given something for free that is fully functional and ready to use? And if you want to upscale your site with a little premium team and plugins, you're still going to save tons of money over what you would pay for a custom design site. Secondly, it's easy to use. Seriously, if you can send an email, use Microsoft Word, or set up a Facebook account, then you can use WordPress. In other words, if you've already used a computer, chances are you're already skilled enough for the WordPress basis. And even better, it's hard to mess it up. You can easily add and delete pages and post without accidentally messing up the overall design of your site. Also, you are in control. Owning your own site and being able to make changes to it is the ultimate in online freedom. You don't have to rely on an expensive web designer to make changes or fix a tiny error for you whenever they can squeeze you in. You are in control of your sites and your wallet. Furthermore, WordPress has search engine SEO advantages. Search engines love sites that are easy to index, WordPress, and that have frequently updated content. That's where blogging comes into play so nicely. Just by running your business or personal site and communicating with your readers in a way that's natural to you, you will be producing fresh, relevant content and search engines can't wait to get ahead of. Lastly, there's a huge support community. WordPress isn't just a software, it has become a community. Some might even say a movement. In fact, WordCamp, a 1 to 3 day training section, have sprung up from grassroots efforts. They are informal, community organized events put together by other WordPress users just like you. You meet people of all backgrounds, ages, nationality at WordPress camps. Plus, there are thousands of people and hundreds of resources and tutorials sites set up just to help you with your WordPress site. More about WordPress. If you're new to WordPress, you might be wondering about the difference between WordPress and WordPress.org and WordPress.com. Watch the video. WordPress.com versus WordPress.org. The major difference between WordPress.com and WordPress.org is how actually hosting your website. With WordPress.com, you host your own blog or website. WordPress.org is where you would find the free WordPress software that you can download and install on your own web server. Getting your WordPress site up involves purchasing a domain name, buying a hosting plan, and then installing WordPress on your server. Most hosting companies provide instructions or services to install WordPress for you. WordPress.com. On the other hand, takes care of all the hosting for you. You don't have to download software, pay for hosting, or manage its web server. Pros and cons of WordPress versus WordPress.com. Both WordPress.org and WordPress.com have pros and cons depending on your needs. If you are not interested in paying for your own hosting, managing your own web server, or paying someone else to handle that for you, you will probably want to use WordPress.com. It's free and easy to set up. You have lots of options for customizing your site. A few of the cons of using WordPress.com includes that your domain will by default include WordPress.com. You also can't upload any customized themes, plugins, or modify the PHP code behind your site. While WordPress.com is free to set up, they do offer several premium upgrades, including domain name registration if you don't want WordPress.com in your domain name, and the ability to upload videos and options to use their premium themes. Using the downloaded version of WordPress from WordPress.org opens up control and flexibility for your WordPress site, but also means more responsibility. Using a self-hosted version of WordPress means you can own your own domain, upload and install themes, edit code behind your site, and so much more. So today, that's where we'll stop for today. Thank you.